Hey everyone, how you doing? So today we are talking about the king of monsters, Typhon. Typhon, or Typhon, is probably the most powerful monster in Greek mythology. Firstly mentioned around 700 BC, he is also the strongest antagonist of the Greek godfather Zeus. Typhon is the son of Gaia and Tartaros, so technically speaking of earth and darkness. And while there are many stories about his birth, they can all be summarized by saying Typhon was born out of anger and or hatred for godfather Zeus, and was born to be the chosen child to bring down the godfather, as revenge for the war that Zeus waged against the Titans, in which he basically almost ended their entire race. Now at this point you can probably already guess that power-wise Typhon is no joke. He was described as being a giant, ungodly winged beast with hundreds of snakes growing forth from his body, each one making various terrifying, unspeakable sounds, with fire blazing from their heads whenever Typhon glared at something. While growing up to be this unstoppable god beast that Typhon eventually became, he also fathered children with Echidna, who was a half-snake, half-woman thing. We will probably talk about her soon. But as for now, let's just say she was the main love interest of Typhon and mother of all of his children. Because in comparison to a certain someone, Typhon was at least faithful to his wife. Typhon's most famous children include the two-headed dog Orthrus, the Kerberos, the Lernaean Hydra, the Chimera, and a dragon named Typhon. So after he fathered some children, he one day grew powerful enough to challenge the godfather Zeus directly, in a battle for the crown of the cosmos, which was basically the reason he was born in the first place. And instead of telling you how it went down, I'll just quote the translation of the first account of their battle within Hesiod's Theogony. Zeus thundered hard and mightily, and the earth around resounded terribly, and the wide heaven above, and the sea and ocean streams and the nether parts of the earth. Great Olympus reeled beneath the divine feet of the king, as he arose and earth groaned thereat. And through the two of them heat took hold on the dark blue sea, through the thunder and lightning, and through the fire from the monster and the scorching winds and blazing thunderbolt. The whole earth seethed, and the sky and sea, and the long waves raged along the beaches round, and about of the rush of the deathless gods. And there arose an endless shaking. Hades trembled where he rules over the dead below, and the Titans under Tartarus, who live with Kronos, because of the unending clamor and the fearful strife. So basically their battle shook the earth and the heavens, and even Hades. There are of course many versions of how this fight went down. Most of them have in common that Typhon eventually flees when realizing he cannot defeat Zeus, and Zeus banishing him beneath the hills of Sicily, mockingly telling him that his gravestone will read, "This is the barrow of Typhoeus, son of earth, who once lashed the sky with stones, and the fire of heaven burned him up." He is said to be buried under this most famous of Sicily's mountains, the Etna, and is the mythological cause for the volcanic activity taking place inside of the mountain. Now, the tale of Typhon is of course not unique in mythology. Similar tales are Marduk against Tiamat or Tahuna against Illuyanka, but more of these another time. So anyway, that's all there is to say about Typhon, the king of monsters. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Also comment if you think I forgot something or want to suggest a video topic for me. May the gods be with you, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.